The SNP's plans to have Scotland apply for European Union membership after gaining independence have been thrashed as Nicola Sturgeon was accusing of planning to let EU vessels pillage Scottish waters. The SNP has already pledged to run on an independence-oriented manifesto at the Scottish election scheduled to take place next year. Nicola Sturgeon has long maintained Scotland would suffer huge economic consequences in the aftermath of Brexit and the best plan would be to rejoin the European Union after breaking up with the UK. But Conservative commentator Patrick Christys claimed the SNP's argument for independence was the biggest hypocrisy when it came to the future of the local fishing communities. Speaking to Talk Radio, Mr. Christys said, particularly on the idea of fishing, she was saying Scottish fishermen had been sold out with this, we've not reclaimed total independence. Well, hang on a minute. You rejoin the European Union, that means they all get to pillage Scottish waters. That's the biggest hypocrisy I've heard in a very long time. You've asked me to explain what her logic is, but I can't because I don't think there is any. The commentator also suggested the SNP's argument for independence does not square up with Mrs. Sturgeon's demands for more power for the Scottish government from London. He continued, she's immediately tried to withdraw Scotland from the United Kingdom but devolve all responsibilities to Brussels, who she would want leading her people. The last time I checked, Brussels was further away than Westminster, so I am not sure how that squares, really. Her line at the moment is that nothing would be as good, nothing would repair the damage that's been done simply by Britain leaving the European Union. Well, okay, I do think that's quite a short-sighted way of looking at things. But the fact is, Scotland isn't going to be any worse off in this deal particularly. Nicola Sturgeon has maintained the SNP would be justified to push for a new vote on independence should they secure a majority at the election in May. After news of the trade deal between the UK and the EU broke, Ms. Sturgeon took to Twitter to reiterate Scotland did not vote for Brexit. She said, before the spin starts, it's worth remembering that Brexit is happening against Scotland's will. And there is no deal that will ever make up for what Brexit takes away from us. It's time to chart our own future as an independent, European nation.